You know what else is serious? Finding my brother.
This will allow a nodal dive connection to the central grid.
Whoa. Ben?
Maybe there's a file about him.
We're waking up.
Have we been caught?
What are you two doing? Deep diving can have some pretty harsh side effects, Riley. It's not good for you.
The risk is worth it if there's a chance of finding out what happened to Ben.
I think it'd be a good idea if we created personas for our alt figs.
Somebody's familiar to you?
Yeah, but I haven't seen them in years.
Access denied. Encryption code access
Why
denied.
can't I grab
Encryption
him?
code required.
Did that file say something about encryption code?
I want to go back in tomorrow. This is too important.
I won't have time tomorrow. The boss has me on an off-site project.
Maybe Caleb wouldn't mind if I just took a peek with them.
Sorry, Caleb. You left me no choice. Why is this so hard? Excuse me.
I'm shy.
I don't suppose you could help me out?
You said Thelonious was your boss. Alt.
Okay, looks like he's about to log out. As soon as he does, you need to tap him on his shoulder.
So he'll drop some data when he leaves.
We're getting somewhere.
And I bet you didn't know I'd find you messing around with this again. What are you doing deep diving and all by yourself? I want to find Ben just as much as you do, but not in this way.
What other choice do I have? He went missing in the central grid. That's the only place I have to look.
You're going to be looking at the end of the unemployment line if you don't get your act together and stop this.
You don't know him. You never knew him like I did. You never even lost a family member.
Not in the way that you'd expect. My mother became so absorbed in her alternate figure that it absorbed her personality. And the mother that I knew and loved was gone because of it. Promise me that you won't stick with this deep dive alt fig stuff. It's not good for you.
Sorry, Eden.
Andre's codes are no good. They're too low level. There is another way.
What's that?
Abstraction. Theoretical to some. But I've got a working prototype in my humble abode that would replicate the process.
You can consider your employment terminated.
Where is my
Brother? Consider yourself lucky.
Forget about your brother. For your own good.
Shy? Are you in here?
Blink, right?
It's me, Riley.
Come on. The alt figs represent what you want to be seen as on the net, right? Well, central figures. They're how we perceive ourselves in the real world. It's who we think that we are. Abstraction merges the two, and you go anywhere that you want. You don't visit the central grid anymore. You don't go to platforms anymore. You are the network. You exist in between the spaces of the virtual landscape. You become something more.
I've been running small tests on this experimental operating software provided by Osiris. Angie James was not fired. Osiris took her mind and implanted it into their software. I can't let this go on anymore. That's why I'm working on all of this now. It's not for Osiris. It's against them. I'm trying to show the world that they are an evil company. So if I can't complete this project, and they do take me
Ben!
and my mind into the software just like Angie.
Ben, look at me.
Whoever's listening to this, please
I was
act just like I am.
I'm gone. I'm
Riley,
Riley.
if you're seeing this, I'm so sorry.
It's finally back. I'm Francisco, along with my co-conspirator and brother, Hayden.
Hello.
And together, we are the creators of the JAG TV series, Abstraction.
I know we've had a long wait to get here and left off on a major cliffhanger, but back in spring of 2020, as we all know, disaster struck, and we had to halt production of Abstraction with only a few episodes left.
Originally, there were 4 more episodes planned, but they have since been condensed into 2 final episodes. Without access to certain locations and actors' availability looking like scrambled eggs, we've only recently been able to complete filming of these last 2 episodes. It's been quite the challenge to get these episodes made, being extremely limited by current safety guidelines. But I am proud to say that we have prevailed in filming them very close to the original intent, while maintaining our civic duty to keep safe. Everything has been filmed with either reverse shot techniques or green screen and compositing effects, allowing us to film everything with only one actor at a time, therefore not putting them in danger of each other's proximity. With the exception of one scene in which we'd never see the extra's face because the actor was wearing a face mask for proper protection.
I think despite this, the episodes still look pretty great.
Yeah.
Also, everything shot indoors had to be filmed off campus due to restrictions. And we'd really like to give a huge thank you to Woodbridge Baptist Church for allowing us to film there in our time of need. The location change is good though, because in the story, Andres locked the basement, forcing Caleb to find a new spot to deep dive from anyway.
The funny thing about having to wait so long to film is that some of our actors look a little different, but I'm sure our audience will understand.
We'd also like to give an enormous thank you to everyone who has been involved in the creation of the series, for all the time and effort you put into the show, and that so many of you were able to return to help finish these final episodes. It really means a lot to us. And while not all were able to, due to current circumstances and scheduling, we still thank you for your work last spring.
After many trials, we are finally nearly done with the series, and the last 2 episodes will be releasing soon, at least by the end of fall 2020 semester, if not sooner. With episode 10 written and directed by Hayden, and episode 11 written and directed by myself.
It's been nearly a year since we started the show, it's hard to believe, and now we can finally have some closure. If you've enjoyed Abstraction so far, you won't want to miss this exciting finale to the series. For those of you in our audience who have been with us from the beginning, thank you so much for all of your patience.
And for those of you just joining us, it's the perfect time to go back and watch the show. Link is in the description.
We hope you enjoy the end of Abstraction.